before the men and women flying those attacks against Yemen's Houthis this month on behalf of the United States were airborne. Testifying before the House Intelligence Committee, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard says having a report on a signal chain was a mistake.
The conversation was candid and sensitive, but as the President National Security Advisor stated, no classified information was shared. There were no sources, methods, locations, or war plans that were shared.
AP correspondent Marcela Sanchez reports on Baltimore's Key Bridge restoration efforts a year after the collapse.
Plans are now underway for a new Key Bridge a year after the initial collapse. Officials say it would be completed in 2028. Its absence has created more traffic on alternate routes. The bridge was a connection between various port-oriented industrial communities north and south of Baltimore. The new bridge would be Maryland's first cable-stayed bridge. The Port of Baltimore's operations picked up again in late 2024. Governor Moore says recklessness led to the tragic event. The cargo ship Dolly lost power as it approached the bridge.
Family Dollar is being sold.
Dollar Tree is selling Family Dollar to a pair of private equity firms in a deal worth approximately $1 billion after unsuccessfully trying to incorporate the discount store into its business for a decade. Dollar Tree began as a dollar store, but now sells most items for $1.25. Still, Americans have been tightening their spending, even at bargain chains. Julie Walker, New York.
The Trump administration is asking the Supreme Court for a go-ahead with cuts of hundreds of millions of dollars for teacher training. This is AP News. South Korea's centuries-old Gunsa Temple is left in ruins following unprecedented wildfires.
The death toll includes a pilot who died after a helicopter crashed during efforts to contain a blaze in the southeast. Police add most of the dead nationwide are those in their 60s and 70s. The National Fire Agency reports that at least 26 people have sustained varying degrees of injuries. Experts look on after an ancient Buddhist temple is among the many structures destroyed in the wildfires that have burned over 43,000 acres. The temple's state-designated treasure, a stone Buddha statue reportedly manufactured in the 8th century, was evacuated to a safe place. In a televised address, South Korea's acting president, Han Duk-soo, says that the wildfires that began last Friday are worse than many previous ones. I'm Charles de la Desma.
I'm Haya Panjwani, AP News.
When you're in the thick of a project, Harbor Freight is the place that always comes in handy. Whether you're picking up something for your pickup truck or a power tool for your project, at Harbor Freight, your dollar always goes further. And these days, when everything seems to cost more, you can take pride in knowing that you get hard-working tools at hard-working prices. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Do you have a black vulture issue on your farm? Apply for a depredation permit through the Missouri Farm Bureau today. It's free, quick, and easy. Simply call Missouri Farm Bureau at 573-893-1417 or send an email to blackvultures@mofb.org. That's blackvultures@mofb.org. Farm Bureau will send you a permit application to fill in and sign, and you'll be able to reduce black vulture threats in no time. For more information, visit agriculture.mo.gov.
It's time to take a look at our weather. Today is sunny with a high near 67. Northwest wind 7 to 11 miles per hour, gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 46. Calm wind becoming south around 6 miles per hour after midnight. We do have a pretty 20% chance of showers in the overnight hours. Those showers continue into Thursday with possibly some thunderstorms. Mostly sunny with a high near 76. Wind chill values as low as 42 early. South wind 8 to 11 miles per hour, gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Thursday evening, partly cloudy with a low around 54. Southwest wind 7 to 9 miles per hour, gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Friday's looking partly sunny with a high near 73. South wind 8 to 16 miles per hour, gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 56. We do have a 50% chance of showers. On Saturday, more showers before the afternoon, partly sunny with a high near 75. Saturday night, a chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 57. Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 72. There is a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Sunday night, more showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 38. Monday, partly sunny with a high near 57. Monday evening, mostly cloudy with a low around 34. And Tuesday, partly sunny with a high near 60 and a chance of showers.
I'm a glass half full kind of person, but my bullish buoyancy has floundered in recent weeks. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Times are tough in agriculture. That's a fact. Will Rogers said the farmer has to be an optimist or he wouldn't still be a farmer. While that's true to a degree, there are days when the physical exhaustion, along with the financial and emotional stress, is overwhelming. I've always had the bad habit of internalizing my emotions. My senior English teacher, Mrs. Francine, recognized this characteristic in me. She was an amazing teacher who nurtured my love for reading and writing, but her greatest gift to me was the message she wrote when she signed my yearbook. Mrs. Francine wrote that the Boy Scouts of America have a scout law with 12 points. Each is a goal for every scout. My teacher wrote to me that it is important to try, but sometimes the scout is not trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent, and that is okay. Feeling overwhelmed and sad and angry and frustrated are all very human emotions that we have earned. However, if these emotions have morphed into something more serious, please do not try to tackle depression and anxiety on your own. The National Suicide Hotline offers free 24/7 confidential support for people in distress, prevention and crisis resources for you or your loved ones, and best practices for professionals. You can call them at 800-273-8255. It is okay if you are not optimistic right now. Cut yourself some slack. Go back to being optimistic tomorrow. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Have you been to agroamerica.com? What are you waiting for? One site, one app, one stop for 24-hour ag news and podcasts. Ag news from the best reporters and podcasters, plus a steady stream of country hits for free. AgriAmerica, the place for timely, accurate, and dependable ag news. From the cab, to the truck, to the barn, to the kitchen. AgriAmerica is ready to arm you with the knowledge you need as a farmer or rancher. Grab your smartphone and get it today. AgriAmerica.
Protect your livestock from black vultures. Get your depredation permit from Missouri Farm Bureau. Davin Altoff tells us how.
So if a producer sees a black vulture on their farm, reach out to us at Missouri Farm Bureau. There's 2 ways that a producer can reach us: blackvultures@mofb.org or 573-893-1417. That means they have the ability to take up to 10 black vultures.
The permit process is free, quick, and easy. Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov.
Hi, I'm Chris Kerber.
And I'm Joey Vitale.
We invite you to be our guest this season as we bring you the exciting play-by-play action of the St. Louis Blues.
We'll tell you about every big save, bone-crushing hit, and every game-winning goal on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO in Salem, Missouri.
Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Few lightweight steers and heifers sold steady to $5 higher. There was a higher undertone noted on yearling weight steers and heifers. The USDA says demand was good for all classes of cattle offered. Feeder supply included 60% steers. Medium and large one feeder steers, 943 pounds, brought 278.10. Feeder steers, 950 to 956 pounds, brought 278.10 as well. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 590 pounds, brought $329, and feeder heifers, 695 pounds, brought $286.50. Box beef closed sharply higher and higher with very good and good demand for solid offerings. Choice was up $8.09 at $335.19. Select closed 47 cents higher at $314.05. Estimated cattle slaughter was 124,000 head, up 1,000 on the week and up about 1,500 on the year. Cash hogs closed lower with a solid negotiated run. Processors were able to move needed numbers without having to get too aggressive in their procurement efforts. Demand for U.S. pork on the global market has been strong, but there are questions about how long that can hold, especially as the industry continues to navigate potential trade headwinds and disruptions. There's some optimism that domestic demand will see a boost as pork remains a more competitively priced protein. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct were down $1.64 with a weighted average of 88.65. The Iowa Minnesota was down $1.70 with a weighted average of 88.76, and the Western Corn Belt down $1.55 with a weighted average of 87.75. Pork values closed firm, up 18 cents at 97.55. Bellies were sharply higher. And the estimated hog slaughter was 490,000 head, up 2,000 on the week and up about 9,500 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were mostly lower ahead of the week's direct business, and lean hog futures closed higher, supported by strong pork values during the session. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Have you been to agriamerica.com? What are you waiting for? One site, one app, one stop for 24-hour ag news and podcasts. Ag news from the best reporters and podcasters, plus a steady stream of country hits for free. Agri-America, the place for timely, accurate, and dependable ag news. From the cab to the truck, to the barn to the kitchen. Agri-America is ready to arm you with the knowledge you need as a farmer or rancher. Grab your smartphone and get it today. Agri-America. Now's the time to save big with MFA Oil's big annual sale. Stock up on motor oils, lubricants, and grease with 15% off the entire line of Workhorse and Exceed brand products. That's 15% off all premium MFA oil lubricants. But don't wait. This sale ends April 30th. Call your local MFA Oil office to place your order or learn more at mfaoil.com. MFA Oil. We live where you do.
It is now time to take a look at our updated funeral announcements, brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today, serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years. Your World Today is 4 pages of information that'll take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Barbara Zora Strickland of Stillville passed away Sunday, March 23rd at the age of 79. Funeral services will be held at 11 o'clock Saturday morning in the Benton Bennett Funeral Home in Stillville. Visitation will be Friday evening from 5 to 8. Interment will be in the Keysville Cemetery in Stillville. Shirley May Wood Wofford, 88 of Salem, passed away Saturday, March 22nd in Rolla. Funeral services will be held Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock in the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Visitation will be held Saturday morning from 11 until time of service. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Genevieve Weber of Rolla passed away March 12th at the age of 77. A visitation for family and friends will be held on Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, with memorial services following at 3 o'clock. In the James and Gar Mortuary in Rolla. That has been a look at our updated funeral announcements, brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. Be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, serving Dent County for over 30 years. The best part, it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dane County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at our local news brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dane County and the surrounding areas. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 729-7071. The City of Salem's Utility Committee will hold a regular meeting tonight at 6:15 in the Old City Hall Auditorium, located at 202 North Washington Street in Salem. The Salem Memorial Hospital Board of Directors held their regular meeting yesterday evening at 7 o'clock in the Doctor's Library. After approving the meeting agenda in minutes, CEO Brooke Bowman provided her report in which she highlighted the hospital's financial progress. She noted that this was the first time since 2019 that they were ahead financially and would now be focusing their efforts on improving patient connections as well as in education and training of clinical staff. There will also be more focus placed on recruitment and retention by introducing referral bonuses for hard-to-recruit positions like nursing and radiology, employee service discounts, and retirement match programs. Financial performance for the month of February showed gross patient revenue at $5.2 million, with total operating revenue at $2.3 million. Management is addressing some accounting and accrual issues and expects to have these corrected by the end of March. The 340B revenue program generated $64,548 in profit for the month. The hospital is actively developing its emergency preparedness capabilities and working on becoming a training entity for emergency medical services, with plans to potentially start an EMTB program in June or July. They are also exploring county-wide emergency preparedness drills and expanding their emergency response capabilities. Additionally, they are working on a patient experience project to streamline registration processes and improve overall customer service. Quality and patient satisfaction are key focuses. The hospital received a 5-star rating on Medicare.gov for its long-term care facility, being the only 5-star facility within 25 miles. They are tracking patient surveys and plan to highlight positive feedback through social media and internal communications. Before adjourning to executive session, the board voted to move the April meeting from April 29th to April 22nd at 7 o'clock in the Doctor's Library. The Missouri Department of Agriculture has lifted the suspension of poultry and waterfowl auctions, shows, and swap meets in Missouri effective March 24th. The department suspended waterfowl activity in January in counties impacted by highly pathogenic avian influenza to help prevent the spread of the virus. HPAI is known to be deadly for domesticated poultry. Missouri State Veterinarian Steve Struberg, avian influenza continues to be a risk, especially with spring wild bird migration across the Midwest. We strongly encourage producers to continue a high level of biosecurity protocols to help protect their flock. Specifically, keep your birds from commingling with wild waterfowl. Missouri saw a significant increase in confirmed avian influenza cases over the winter, especially in southwest Missouri. Since the outbreak began in 2022, there have been 60 confirmed cases in Missouri flocks. Poultry producers should prevent contact between their birds and wild birds and report sick birds or an unusual increase in death loss to their local veterinarian or state veterinarian's office at 573-751-3377. For more information, you can visit the agricultural website agricultural.mo.gov/avian-influenza. The month of March has seen a number of Dent County youth to be very successful in a variety of sporting events. On March 15th, Salem's Liam Duncan teamed up with Bolivar Middle School's Fisher Williams to win the Bass Federation of Missouri State Championship in their division at Table Rock Lake. Their 5-fish winning total of 16.13 pounds qualifies Liam and Fisher to compete in the Bass Federation Junior World Championship on Lake Hothe in South Dakota on July 30th through August 1st. The Missouri National Archery in Schools program state archery championships were held March 19th through the 22nd in Branson. Over 4,000 students from nearly 300 schools competed during the 4-day event. Northwood R4's Wyatt Clancy won his division in the 3D competition with a score of 290. The Salem Tigers 7th grade traveling basketball team, coached by Amber Duncan and Brandon Schumler, competed in the Missouri State Basketball Championships in Columbia on March 21st through March 23rd. The team won all 4 games in the 7th grade silver division, outscoring their opponents 184 to 147 to secure their state championship. That has been a look at local news brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in Nursing RN Bridge Program, Criminal Justice, Early Education. For more information about SBU Salem Campus, contact the counselor at 729-7071. Stay tuned. Sports is coming up next.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
What if your business could see beyond what is and into what can be? What if you could create more impact in every decision? What if you had a partner as visionary as you are? With Bank of America, you get access to our trusted experts, real-time insights, and digital tools. So whether you run a local shop or a global enterprise, you're backed by business solutions to make every move matter. What would you like the power to do? Find out how at bankofamerica.com/banking for business. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Have you been to agriamerica.com? What are you waiting for? One site, one app, one stop for 24-hour ag news and podcast. Ag news from the best reporters and podcasters, plus a steady stream of country hits for free. Agri-America, the place for timely, accurate, and dependable ag news. From the cab to the truck to the barn to the kitchen, Agri-America is ready to arm you with the knowledge you need as a farmer or rancher. Grab your smartphone and get it today. Agri-America.
Let's take a look at our weather before we do that sports update. Today, sunny with a high near 67, northwest wind 7 to 11 miles per hour, gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 46, calm wind becoming south around 6 miles per hour. After midnight, we do have a 20% chance of showers after 4 a.m. Those showers and thunderstorms will continue into Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 76. Wind chill values as low as 42 early. South wind 8 to 11 miles per hour, gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 54. Southwest wind 7 to 9 miles per hour, gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Friday's looking partly sunny with a high near 73. South wind 8 to 16 miles per hour, gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Friday evening, a 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 56. Saturday, a 40% chance of showers in the morning, partly sunny with a high near 75. Saturday night, showers continue, mostly cloudy with a low around 57. Sunday, there's a possibility of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny with a high near 72. Sunday night, more showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 38. Monday, partly sunny with a high near 57. Monday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 34. Tuesday, a chance of showers, partly sunny with a high near 60.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Today at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, you'll find KCO Coolant Leak Repair for $15.49. Hot Shot Secret Stiction Eliminator Diesel Oil Additive only $49.99. And Park City Conventional Motor Oil, 5 quarts and a microguard filter for $25.99. Stop by today and save at K&H Auto Supply in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
It's time to take a look at our local and regional sports. Addison Fulton homered and drove in 3 runs, while 3 other Lady Tigers had 2 hits and 2 RBIs, including Elena Norris, Bailey Maheron, and Beatrice Hovey, as Salem rolled to a 15-0 whitewashing of Ellington in 3 innings. Salem scored 2 runs in the first inning, 6 more in the second inning, and 7 in the third inning for the win. Salem got 2 RBIs from Olivia Pettigrew and Shaylee Thomas, as Salem finished with 11 hits. The Lady Tigers are 2-1 on the year and will host the Bourbon Lady Warhawks this afternoon at 4 o'clock on the Salem City Park. This was the game that was scheduled for Friday, but was moved up due to pending weather. You can listen to the game today on KSMO Radio and video streamed on KSMO Media starting at 3:45 with Tiger Talk and Coach Woody. The St. Louis Blues played the Montreal Canadiens last night and in their first held the Canadiens to just 5 shots on goal, while scoring twice off the stick of Jordan Carew and Dylan Holloway. In the second, the Blues would track on another pair of goals from Robert Thomas and Alexander Texier. After 3 periods of play, Philip Boberg and Zach Bullock became the 5th and 6th players for St. Louis to score as the Blues easily defeated the Montreal Canadiens by a score of 5-1. The Blues are on a 7-game win streak as they look to lock up a wild card spot and punch their ticket into postseason play. The Blues are back on the ice tomorrow night. They'll be traveling to Nashville to take on the Predators for the 3rd time in 10 days. You can listen to this game live on KSMO Radio, 1340 AM or 95.7 FM, with pre-skate starting at 6:30 and puck drop at 7.
Last night, the Blues wrapped up their 4-game homestand as they were looking to extend their win streak to 7 games. They welcomed in a Montreal Canadiens team that had not lost a game in regulation other than once in their last 13. And the Blues came out humming as they outshot the Montreal Canadiens in that first period, 13-3, and the Blues picked up 2 goals. Jordan Kyrou scored his 31st of the season. Dylan Holloway picked up his 24th of the season as the Blues led 2-1. In the second period, Robert Thomas opened the scoring 3 minutes and 21 seconds in at 4-on-4, and then Alex Texier would pick up an even strength goal 6 minutes later. Now a 4-1 lead into the third against one of the best comeback teams in the National Hockey League, and the Blues would not budge. Philip Broberg picked up his 8th goal of the season and 4th point of the night, and then Zach Bolduc on the power play capped off a 6-1 victory against Montreal. Now 10 games above 500, holding down that bottom wild card spot, and they'll take on the Nashville Predators on Thursday. Puck drop at 7. Pregame starts at 6:30 on the St. Louis Blues Radio Network.
Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Make it 7 in a row for the Blues. They blew out the Montreal Canadiens 6-1.
There's just a pace and a purpose to what they're doing, and they're just doing it naturally, and their smiles on their face, and they're loving doing things right. Really professional, and they're loving it. And then we went out and played like that.
Jim Montgomery getting contributions from everyone. Jordan Kyrou scored in the first period. It was his 31st goal. Philip Broberg and Robert Thomas each had a goal and 3 assists.
I think we're just playing for each other. We're supporting each other. We're changing well. And, everyone's contributing. When you get that kind of rollover and next line, it's hard to play against. And, that was one of the best teams in the league since the break. And we had everyone going and just attacking them.
Adding to that, Dylan Holloway has 60 points in 73 games in his first season with the Blues after 25 in 115 with Edmonton. The Blues are second in the Western Conference wildcard. They've got 83 points and now just 2 points behind Minnesota for the top wildcard spot. The Blues visit Nashville tomorrow night. The Royals took care of the Rangers 3-1 in their final exhibition game at Globe Life Field. Salvi Perez went 2 for 2 with a home run and all 3 RBIs. The Royals will host the Cleveland Guardians on opening day. First baseman Vinny Pasquantino is a question mark. He has a hamstring injury. The Royals missed his bat in the lineup down the stretch last year. Cole Reagans will start for the Royals tomorrow. And the Cardinals getting ready for opening day at Busch Stadium. They'll have workouts today, and then they'll host the Minnesota Twins. St. Louis finalized its 26-man roster by adding Victor Scott. He'll be starting in center field, and Matthew Libator to the starting rotation. But it'll be Sonny Gray who gets the start for the Cardinals tomorrow. Mizzou baseball scored 8 times in the first 2 innings and then held off Illinois 11-9 in their bragging rights game at Grizzlies Park. The Tigers end a 7-game losing streak. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Protect your livestock from black vultures. Get your depredation permit from Missouri Farm Bureau. Davin Altoff tells us how.
So if a producer sees a black vulture on their farm, reach out to us at Missouri Farm Bureau. There's 2 ways that a producer can reach us: blackvultures@mofb.org or 573-893-1417. That means they have the ability to take up to 10 black vultures.
The permit process is free, quick, and easy. Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov.
Not everyone recognizes that they might have a gambling problem. How do you know if gambling is a problem for you? Ask yourself if either or both of the following questions are accurate. Have you felt the need to bet more and more money? Have you ever lied to people important to you about how much you gambled? If your answer is yes to either of these questions, free help is available. Call 1-888-BETS-OFF for more information.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
A new survey from the Modern Ag Alliance says farmers remain concerned about crop protection availability. Executive Director Elizabeth Burns-Thompson says the crop protection industry is under attack.
There really is a concern about what the growing amount of litigation facing agriculture means for the future of agriculture and the success of farming moving forward. Consumers are concerned about directly what that means for food security as a country as a whole. They want to see lawmakers take action and support the processes that we need in place to ensure that they continue to have tools.
She tells Brownfield the Alliance is focused on protecting glyphosate availability.
We see this as potentially being a bellwether of what any chemistry, both those that are on the market today, as well as those that are coming through R&D, could face. Today it's glyphosate that's on attack. Tomorrow it could be any other of the chemistries.
Burns-Thompson says the organization will continue to work with Congress on this issue. I'm Erin Anderson for Brownfield.
Missouri Net News, I'm Anthony Morabith. House debate could soon begin on a Senate bill that would establish a fund to reimburse certain students' tuition, books, and fees to eligible post-secondary training programs. Republican Senator Jill Carter says the bill aims to fill in the gap between existing programs like Fast Track and A+.
To be able to use that program for CNA, EMT, CDL, and those other programs.
The State House has given preliminary approval to a proposed $3 increase for certain services at License Bureau offices. Representative Dave Hinman says the bill would increase the fee for learner's permits, driver's licenses, and lien notices, vehicle registrations, renewals, and title transfers.
In the last 26 years, we've only seen one increase. That was back in 2019.
And some Missouri schools have not yet returned to class because of the tornadoes that hammered their towns earlier this month. They include Rolla, as well as southeast Missouri's Poplar Bluff. This is Missouri Net.
It's the 50th anniversary of Missouri Net. Hall of Fame sports broadcaster John Rooney worked for the network in the early years.
Congratulations to Learfield, Missouri Net. 50 years. I don't know where the time went, but it's unbelievable where Missouri Net evolved into the Tiger Network and then on to Learfield Sports and how big that has become over the years, out of the little area of Jefferson City, Missouri. To say I was a part of that, I'm quite proud.
The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services needs your help building a safer environment for older adults and adults with disabilities. Some forms of abuse, such as financial exploitation, neglect, and bullying, are often overlooked. If you believe someone is experiencing abuse, call Missouri's Adult Abuse and Neglect Hotline at 800-392-0210 or report online at health.mo.gov/abuse. Together we can stop adult abuse. It's a crime.
Get the latest local news and events right here. KSMO, Salem.
Are you looking for an easy way to get a daily detox? Pharmacist, best-selling author, and nutrition expert Sherry Torkos explains why Active Liver is the perfect solution.
As a health expert, I'm often asked how to support the liver's natural detoxification process and offset the effects of fatty foods, sugar, and alcohol. I recommend Active Liver by New Nordic.
Active Liver is the perfect way to get an easy daily detox to keep you healthy and feeling your best. You can find Active Liver in the vitamin aisle at your local CVS or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Good afternoon. You're listening to KSMO Radio 1340 AM or 95.7 FM. Today's sunny with a high near 67. Northwest wind 7 to 11 miles per hour, gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 46. Calm wind becoming south around 6 miles per hour after midnight. We do have a 20% chance of showers in the overnight hours. Those showers continue into Thursday with a possibility of some thunderstorms. Mostly sunny with a high near 76. Wind chill values as low as 42 early. South wind 8 to 11 miles per hour, gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Thursday evening, partly cloudy with a low around 54. Southwest wind 7 to 9 miles per hour, gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Friday's partly sunny with a high near 73. South wind 8 to 16 miles per hour, gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 56. We do have a 50% chance of showers. Saturday morning, more showers, partly sunny with a high near 75. Saturday night, a chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 57. Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 72, with a chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Sunday night, more showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 38. Monday, partly sunny with a high near 57. Monday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 34. Tuesday, a chance of showers, partly sunny with a high near 60. Thank you, Philmart, for sponsoring our 1 o'clock weather this afternoon. If you need propane for your next camping adventure or just a backyard barbecue, Philmart is there. They offer propane fill-ups on the 20, 30, 40, and 100-pound tanks, as well as tanks on your camper or RV. They also offer the exchange program on the 20-pound tanks. Just stop by Philmart with your tank, and they'll take care of you. Thank you again, Philmart, for sponsoring our